Richard Marshall, thanks for your time. Long time no see, Rich. How are you doing?
Yeah, good to see you again. Thank God you've turned up, eh?
I know, all good. So, 2019 season, only a couple of months away. Just want to start by just reflecting on 2018, briefly. I know we sort of did the season recap a couple of weeks after the end of the season, but just looking back on 2018, how do you reflect on the season?
Enjoyable, wasn't it? It was really good to be a part of. We're excited for next season already. We had a couple of players left us, but we've made some really good, significant signings with lots of help from lots of people, the board and FaxTV and our supporters trust. So we're in a good spot heading into 2019. Really pleased with what we did last year, but the key for any team, not just Halifax, is to improve, and we're looking to do that this year.
It was the Starman dinner. Jacob Fairbank won the Starman Award. Just to talk to us a little bit about his performances in 2018.
Yeah, Jacob's been one of our most consistent performers, and probably not just of last year, since the time that I've been here. He's grown year on year. His leadership, his skills, his style. He's a really good pro for Halifax. He's from Halifax. He loves the club. We are a family club, and his family certainly support the club. On the field, really good, tough. Played with injuries, played big minutes. He's not the biggest forward in the world, but he plays like he is, and we're really pleased that we've got him, that he's re-signed with us, but also to get that accolade really off his teammates and our analysis system. It was fantastic, so well deserved.
Is it good to sort of reward a player who's consistent rather than, players that score match-winning tries and those types of things? But
well, they're people like Jacob, the superstars in my eyes. It's about effort. It's about doing the things that people don't recognise and notice and see. Well, we do here. Jacobs does that 10 times over. But he's a good footballer as well. He's got some potential to be a leader within the group. And I thought it was a really good choice. He was overwhelmed when he got it. I don't think he thought he'd get that award, but it's a very prestigious award and fully deserved.
You mentioned about players being signed earlier. Start by talking about Sean Robinson, signed from Featherstone. Plenty of competition on the wings, and certainly a big part of that.
He's always been very hard to play against. I think it's one of them where you'd rather have him with you than against you. We did try and get him last year, we just missed out, but a year later we've finally got our man, and we're looking forward to seeing him terrorise the defences. He's fast, he's strong, he does everything that we expect, he plays the ball really quickly, he's developing his overall game, his catch and his skills here, which is good, and he's fitted in really well with the group. So yeah, we're looking forward to working with Sean. Yeah, a bit of competition there on the wings now.
Will Sharp, James Sollenstall, Sean Robinson, Conor McGrath, plenty of, one of the best positions, competition-wise in the squad, arguably. Yeah.
Some pace as well. What we need he's quick. He's really difficult to manage. I think coming out of the backfield and on plays 1 and 2, he's going to be really tough to defend against, and we can get him his defence up as well, and it'd be good, but I think it'd be good for Will and Connor and James and all the other wingers in the team, pushing each other.
Ben Kavanagh as well, signed from Hull Kingston Rovers, another local lad in the team, and another good addition to the pack. Yeah,
great that we're getting another local lad back who watches the club, he's a fan, and he's a Super League player, so he's got lots of experience to pass down to Elliot Morris, Sean Jones. So we're looking for him to step up, lead, be real good, work in our community as well. So he's an exciting signing. Front row, can play in the back row as well if he needs to, and plays big minutes. So he'll be a really good addition for us.
Plenty of the fans were calling for a half-back, and Ben White signed as well. What can you tell about him?
Yeah, Ben's good. Always played really well against us for Swinton. He's been over in Australia, so really developed over there in a tough competition. He's been with us for 2 sessions now, just come back, so we're just getting to grips with him and the calls and where he's going to fit in with the team. But Same with Sean. He wanted to come to Halifax. He believes in what we're trying to do here, and he thinks he can improve us, and we're happy to have him.
Liam Cooper re-signed on loan from St Helens. Obviously we had him for a short while during the qualifiers, but pleased to have him for a longer period of time.
We did, yeah. We looked at Liam towards the end of the year, and again he's got all the attributes that we like here. He's an unsung hero. We probably didn't see the best of him. We didn't string enough games together, but he's coming for the season-long loan from St Helens, who re-signed him. So they obviously have got something there, but they've obviously got, you know, Luke Thompson, Matty Lees, people like that in front, and it's going to be tough for him to get in there. Be tough for him to get in here as well. But we're looking forward to him. He's the type of player that I like working with, a young, enthusiastic player.
Another young, enthusiastic player, I'm assuming, Reece Chapman-Smith as well from Leeds Rhinos. Can we expect him more in the reserves than the first team, or is that fair?
Well, that's entirely up to him, up to Reece. At the minute, he's not far off the first team, I'll be honest. He's very, very good. He's been really good in training. A lot of the players are talking about Reece. Where's he come from? Who's this kid? He's good. He's going to be good for us. He play full-back, half-back. And he came in a bit earlier, and we've seen 4 or 5 weeks of his quality. He's had some injuries throughout his young career. He's only 20, he's young, but he's had a couple of problems over at Leeds, but he's been in their system for 5 years, so he's a good player. He'll be one to watch out for, but still got some work to do, still got some developing his body, his skills, but I think he'll slot in really well.
And we've seen it before with plenty of young players at Halifax sort of progressing since they've come to the club, you know, perhaps been released from Super League sides, you know, getting the opportunity in the first team, you know, if it's deserved.
Well, that's the word, the opportunity. That we give that opportunity to these young players. Whether they take it is entirely up to them, but we certainly offer them a pathway and a career in professional rugby league. It's outstanding from the club, and I'm glad to be a part of that.
I missed any out there all the time.
QLT?
Oh, QLT, of course, yeah. I didn't forget. Yeah, QLT, talk to me about QLT. How fantastic is it to have him? Forgot about that.
Great. Yeah, another exciting player with he's got the X factor, hasn't he? He's good, and again working with Reece, he, you know, is one of the best fullbacks in the championship. Working with a young player like that, it's only going to develop him. That's what we're about here. Is that development? We got a snapshot of Q, what he can do, game changer, game winner. But again, he's going to have to work hard, and we've said this to him, and he knows he wants to. He had lots of other offers, Super League, and he wanted to come back because he really enjoyed his month with us, which is testament to his teammates and the environment that they've created. We're really happy to have him. We must thank everybody who's contributed to his contract at Fax 1 LS28, which is really, really good. Really, we're in a position now that we can sign them players because we've got a wonderful support.
How much of a massive coup is that? You mentioned, you know, Super League clubs also interested. Obviously, he was playing for Castleford numerous times during Super League last year. Massive signing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's quality. It's just what we needed. But you know, it's never down to one player. It's never up to one person. You know, Scott Morell's been our captain, and he's fantastic for us. But it's never Scott that wins us the games. It won't be Q. It's the group. But he'll certainly add to that. He'll probably give us a few more opportunities now he's with us. 6 signings then in total. Can we expect any more?
Possibly. We're looking. We possibly. There may be one more addition. We're not far off 30 players with our reserve grade lads that we've pumped up. So we're probably at the top end now. But yeah, we'll see on that one.
So you sort of feel that the squad's sort of near enough complete?
Yeah, I love the balance this year. I think we've got a real good balance of experience and youth, and squad size numbers. We'll be running 13 on 13 on Saturday. There's not many in the championship who can do that. So that's what we've created. It didn't happen overnight. It's 4 or 5 years in the making. But we've still got to go out and win games. It's about preparing. My job is to prepare the team to the best of my ability, make sure they're ready. That's what we're doing in pre-season. We've got Andy Ollihead's fantastic conditioner, gets them in good shape, and Scott and Simon are helping me with the coaching as well this year.
Just a word on a couple of players who've left as well, obviously Adam Tangata and Ben Heaton. Fantastic servants for the club over the last few years. Just disappointed to see those two go.
Yeah, you know, all good things must come to an end with Adam and Ben, but there was no animosity. Everything was done within reasonable time scales for them guys to get all the deals sorted out, and we're very open and honest here. So we give him plenty of notice on what we was doing. It was a struggle with Adam. It was a tough one because he's such a wonderful player, been great for the club, but just the injuries that he's had, and we just couldn't manage to tie him down. And he had ambitions to be full time, and he's obviously he'll be thriving in that environment at Widnes. And
Ben Heaton as well, obviously. Was that tricky for him at points last year, breaking into the first team?
Ben's he's solid. He's a really good. He's a good player, and he'll be really good for Hunslet. He'll be really happy with the deal he's got there. But we just felt, we just needed to develop a couple of them younger players in that position.
Pretty much all of the squad, but bar those two, obviously re-signed a couple of 2-year deals in there as well. James Saltonstall and Steve Tyra. Fantastic news for those two to pen them on longer term deals.
We've only a couple of longer term deals. We just felt that we needed to tie a couple of these players down. Steve's looking at a testimonial in a few years' time, and we wanted to support that and show faith and confidence in him. And James, he wouldn't really want to play for anybody else, so there's no reason just to give him a year. We felt his loyalty, we needed to reward that, but again, he's got to work hard. He's got some competition this year, and I'm sure he will do. On his day, he's one of the best wingers in the competition, without a shadow of a doubt. But he's got to knuckle down in pre-season and earn that spot.
Plenty of our players in internationals as well. Chester Butler, Curtis and Connor Davis, Dan Fleming, Sean Jones, all for Wales, and then James Woodburn-Hall for Jamaica.
Did you say Ben Kavanagh as well?
No, sorry, Ben Kavanagh.
Am I interviewing you or are you interviewing me?
Scotland, you corrected me. Fantastic news then to have.
Oh, it's brilliant. Well, that's why I know, because we've been reading about my team.
Yeah.
These young lads, and our senior players, and playing in the European Championships, brilliant. Life experience for James Woodburn-Hall, going to Florida and Jamaica, great, and life experience going to Wrexham for them Welsh guys. But they were really good. Dan Fleming was outstanding in the games that I saw. Them two twins really developing. Sean was in and out of the Welsh squad, but he's only young. He's got a bit of learning to do, and he'll be better for that experience being around them professionals. And Ben, he led the Scotland team. He was really good. Really happy with that. Really happy. I think Chester scored in every game, or nearly every game that he played. So, and they've come back. It gives you confidence when you're selected by your country, the pride. They will be real confident players. The two twins in the last week, they didn't need to be. They came in early, and they'll reap the rewards for that.
I was just going to move on to how does that sort of affect those players' preparations in pre-season training? Do they sort of get more time off or anything like that?
We allotted time off for them. They'll be back tonight. What's that? The 30th of November. 3 of them have already come back in, and the other 3 will be in tonight.
Good stuff. How is pre-season? A couple of weeks in now, is that right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Going well. Going really well. Good numbers. Not too many injuries to talk about. We've got a couple of people having a couple of things done. Ben Johnson's having a thumb operation, and Shane Grady will have a knee clean out. We're hopeful they'll both be around at the start of the year, but they'll miss some work through pre-season. James Woodburn-Hall with his knee towards the end of the year, if you remember the London game, but he managed to play for Jamaica. It's not 100%, so we'll rehab him and make sure it is.
Those 3 you would think would be fit for the start of the season?
I'd hope so, yeah. But if we look at the other 27 players in the squad, I think we can cope.
Plenty of things happening off the field during this season. Summer Bash was announced recently. Bradford, obviously back in the league. You looking forward to that game?
It's a good game that for us. It's a good game for them as well. It's a really competitive league this year. We play Bradford 4 times if you count the friendly in a few weeks' time. They are great games. Some of my best memories, albeit not always won, are against Bradford. Really good. Good Friday will be fantastic for the club, for us. The Bash is a great atmosphere, whether you're playing Featherstone or Toulouse or whoever we've played Bradford there. We got beat, I think it was my first year, so we'll be looking to rectify that. But they'll be tough, Bradford. You know, they're running a full-time team there, and they've got a fantastic coach in John Keir, and they'll be good.
There's a little bit of talk about Summer Bash moving away from Blackpool. What were your thoughts on that?
I like Blackpool. I think it's great, unless it was Manchester City, which would be an ex-favourite. That would have been nice, but it's unlikely to be there. I think that's good. I'm happy with Blackpool, and we're the highlight on the Saturday, so it's a prime spot for us.
Nice to have Bradford in the league as well. Plenty of
I think so. Yeah, we wish them well as a club when they did get demoted and relegated to the League One, but they've done the business. They've come back up, as of York, who've probably excelled really. They've got a great coach in James Ford over there. It's really good. They'll have a good team. They've got a couple of ex-Halifax players in their squad. So yeah, as when Rochdale and Toulouse come up, we nearly got beat by Rochdale the first time. In Toulouse, obviously, we had some really good tussles with them. These two will be no different. They'll be up there, and they'll be looking for top 5 this year. Both of them two teams.
It seems sort of similar to what we were talking about at the start of last season about it being the toughest championship yet, and all those types of things with Bradford and York, having ambitions, as you said, of the top 5. Do you see it that way? Yeah,
it's going to be. They are every year on year, but we're better. We'll be better for our experiences last year. Our younger players will be better for playing the middle 8 games. Your Liam Coopers, Chester Butlers, Elliot Morris. They will all be better for them experiences. But it's an important year for the club. There is a realistic chance of getting back into Super League if you win all your games and playoffs. But we're not full time. We are part time. We want to be the best part time team we were last year. We want to be this year, and a little bit more. I should imagine.
So presuming ambition again is to finish in that top 5. Do you want to finish higher than that? Do you sort of set those things out at the start of the season?
We want to finish as high as we possibly can, but it's difficult. It's a tough competition. Widnes coming down as well. We've not looked at that yet. We haven't looked at that yet, if we're being honest. So we'll have a clearer picture when we've done pre-season, our friendlies, and we'll know whereabouts we are. And even if things change. We get to Easter, you get to the Bash. It's a longer season this year. There's another cup competition in there. There's a lot more to do. But we've built a squad that we think he's got the tools to compete.
Was it important for you to have sort of a slightly bigger squad this year?
Yeah, I think so. With the reserves, again, running the reserves, we need. You've got 17 that play every week, and the rest will be playing reserves. All will go out on loan as we did last year. So yeah, we've got the same model, same makeup this year. As I say, them players who came in last year will be better. Our Welsh brigade will be better, and we've added a little bit more quality to the team with QLT, Ben Kavanagh, people like that. So yeah.
And you mentioned in terms of the league structure that perhaps a better chance of promotion. Do you sort of see that with the fact that you've got one-off games at the end of the season, which could go anywhere, 80 minutes?
Well, just ask London. They probably set some goals at pre-season about being in the top 4. I'm not sure they would have had thoughts about getting into the Super League. They probably did, but whether it was going to be realistic, it was tough for them. Similar for us, it's going to be, but we're not full time. Let's not get carried away. We have got a lot of work. There's some great teams. We've got to get a good start. Our programme is designed to finish well. So our pre-season is still going on in March, really. February and March, and we do a lot. We get a lot of work into them for 3 months, really, looking to peak at the right time.
And the new cup competition as well, 1895 Cup. I wrote in my notes facts of favourites, which I showed you just before I started recording.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
No. Favourites. I'm sure the money that Widnes are spending and will spend, they'll be ahead of us. Featherstone making some really good signings. Lee, albeit 3 weeks ago they were down and out, not anymore. Some of the signings that they're making at the moment, and then obviously you mentioned Bradford and York and Sheffield and teams. So it'll be tough, but it's one-off games. Anything can happen. I'm not really sure of the makeup and how we're going to. I'll speak to the players. The players will come up with the goals and what we want to do, what we want to target, what's our focus. But if you went in the changing rooms and asked the players, you want to play, put your hand up if you want to play at Wembley, you'd have about 15 hands up, and everyone, you know, out of the whole squad. So yeah, it'd be good.
Would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I don't know when the last time it was at Halifax, but at Wembley it must have been some years ago now.
Was it 87? Was it?
Yeah, well,
something like that.
I should know, shouldn't I? But yeah, wouldn't that be fantastic?
Yes, it would for our supporters, but it's a long way off. That is a long way off. We've got a pre-season and a friendly against Bradford to look forward to, and that's our focus at the moment.
All good. Anything else you want to mention, Rich? Anyone you want to give a shout out to or anything like that?
No, just I think it's the last week of the season tickets, early bird price, and we're doing really well. Spoke to the girls in the office and we were up on last year already. The town's buzzing. The football club are doing well as well. They're on TV. The pitch is looking in good nick. So we're looking. We're quietly confident going along our business. The lads are working hard. We put regular updates of what they're doing so our fans can see what they're doing in the pre-season. We're constantly in touch with our fans. They're the lifeblood of the club and they do so much for the club. We'll be running our reserves again, and we'll be doing a presentation at a lunch to try and get some further support financially from our local partners and sponsors. Without them we can't run the reserves, and the supporters trust alongside of that. I know they've got a race night coming up, quiz night, so it's brilliant, it's fantastic, it really is good, and that's one of the reasons why we do what we do.
Richard, thanks so much for your time, much appreciated, and we'll speak to you soon.